says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country?
People, fasten your seatbelts because this narrative is going to take you on a crazy emotional roller coaster. The beloved country music diva Carrie Underwood is at the center of a scandal that has shocked the internet and, more importantly, the public. Here's the twist. What began as a straightforward announcement regarding her choice to play at President Donald Trump's inauguration has turned into a full-fledged media frenzy, igniting heated discussions, strong opinions, and even some heated exchanges. It all started when Carrie, who has a history of avoiding political hot topics, made the audacious decision to perform at Trump's inauguration, citing a desire to promote love and unity. It's not just about politics. It's about the larger issue of how we as a society deal with differing beliefs and opinions. Fans and detractors swiftly took to social media to voice their indignation after the announcement, with some referring to her decision as a betrayal. Others praised her for remaining true to her values, although
Underwood will take the stage at Trump's inauguration singing America the Beautiful. She said to the Post, I love our country and I'm honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and to be a small part of this historic event. I am humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and look into the future. Well, that wasn't good enough for the tolerant left, of course, who is outraged over Carrie being outed as MAGA. X is blowing up with jokes about how she should sing her hit song before he cheats. Some are calling for her to be boycotted and canceled. John Rich weighed in, saying there are several top-tier country artists who support Trump, and I wish they'd finally have the balls to come forward and be counted. Ain't nothing outlaw about keeping your mouth shut to appease the record label. Carrie Underwood is making you look like a bunch of sissy boys. Carrie is talented, she is graceful, she is a class act, she has great legs, not that it matters, but she is everything that the tolerant left is not.
this is when things start to get interesting. Just as the dust was beginning to settle, The View decided to weigh in, and things took a drastic turn in a recent episode. Most artists in her position might have given up or remained silent, but Carrie remained faithful to her vow. Joy Behar didn't mince words when she questioned whether her choice to perform was genuinely about unity or merely political posturing. Her remarks instantly sparked a tempest that spread around the studio and on social media. Millions watched as the panel descended into pandemonium, with each member taking sides, igniting a heated argument that is currently dominated online. But here's the really bad part. Underwood, Carrie being graceful, she declined to participate in the drama.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are. So let's put this in perspective here. What do y'all think?
I personally hope we're moving beyond the era of politics where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. And whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then, and Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows.
Right.
But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning, so she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it. So I get why she did it.
I say.
Right? Instead of retaliating or responding, she decided to let her actions speak for itself. This simply served to stoke the flames even more, with some people supporting her and complimenting her composure in the face of the assault. Some wondered if her choice to perform was a violation of her expectations, but the story continued with the country music icon. John Rich publicly defended Carrie's tweeting on Twitter. The essence of being a true artist is demonstrated by Carrie Underwood, who demonstrates grace and class in the face of hate. John, who was vocal about his own political beliefs, was one of many people who came to Carrie's defense. Supporters from all political stripes expressed their support, stating that even if they disagreed with her choice, they respected her right to make it. Even those who did not support Trump were quick to express their admiration for Carrie's choice. I admire her choice to sing at the inauguration, even though I disagree with her beliefs. Music should bring people together, not drive them apart, according to one commenter.
It is country music. I think it
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I
You
can't
would
sing.
not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions
Fine.
for a lot of
Okay,
reasons.
fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
I would love for you to do a roast at the Trump inauguration.
Okay.
Oh, no one else had any
So
thoughts?
there we are.
As the controversy raged on, something bigger was at play. This was not just about Carrie Underwood's performance at a political event, it was about something much deeper. It raised difficult questions like whether we can separate an artist's personal beliefs from their work, and when criticism of an artist crosses the line into bullying or outright character assassination. It was a moment that demonstrated how art and politics can often become entangled in messy ways, but also how music at its core has the power to bring people together regardless of political leanings. Additionally, the controversy spurred a much-needed conversation about how the media shapes public opinion. One of the most powerful daytime talk shows, The View, has a huge audience, but should they be allowed to openly challenge a prominent figure's patriotism without facing repercussions? When does it go too far to criticize someone's personal decisions, particularly those related to politics?
And I don't think so.
I don't think so. But then you pushed her, and she said, "Yeah, I guess I am."
Well, I said to her, do you believe that women should make the same amount of money as men? Well, I guess I am a feminist.
yeah, and she said, "I guess I am a feminist." So I think people feel pretty strongly about it. I think art is art, and you know, you have a right to perform where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
Well, they wouldn't ask me, so I have no. Nothing to say.
They're not asking any of us.
No.
As anticipated, Joy Bahar's remarks did more than just stir things up. They also advanced the discussion into a more significant issue regarding media accountability. This incident's fallout has been nothing short of epic, with memes and tweets abounding on social media. TikToks, and contentious discussions. One well-captured viral meme, there is a glaring difference between those who regard Carr's acts as a proof of political loyalty and those who see them as a display of dignity, as evidenced by the clash's comparison of Carr's composed performance to Joy Bahar's scathing comments with the caption "Grace Under Fire" versus unrestrained wrath. The show's detractors have demanded accountability, accusing it of promoting divisiveness rather than meaningful dialogue. They contend that the media has an obligation to hold itself to higher standards and refrain from promoting rhetoric that drives people apart. Carrie's supporters have united around her, praising her for remaining strong in the face of such intense backlash.
Yeah, I've scheduled a spa day.
I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing. Don't worry. I'm not talking. I'm not telling. No, because it was always in the books. Who knew this was going to be the day that
Yeah.
it shows? Because it's also a very interesting day, right? The
It's
21st.
Martin Luther King
Yeah.
Jr.'s birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And you can choose to celebrate it how you want. You can honor MLK.
I'm going to honor him and
Yep.
at the
And get a
spa.
spa
At the spa.
treatment.
Well,
That's
as long as it's a free country and it holds, I
Yes.
would agree with everybody. It is a free country at the moment.
Well, yeah. You know, but it's up to us to make sure that doesn't start to change.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
Well,
that's
we're trying.
Well, we're trying, yes, and it's important not to forget that we have that right. It is up to us.
Yeah.
Now, there are other people performing too, and I don't really even want to bring it up.
Then there is an expanding middle class that is tired of all the angry and estranged outbursts. People are being urged by these voices to stop turning everything into a battleground and to remember that there are more things that unite us than divide us. What does all of this teach us? Let's stop turning everything into a battleground. It's only music, after all, as one well-known tweet aptly put it. Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Trump's inauguration may have caused a great deal of controversy, but it also brought attention to a much larger issue: the importance of sticking to your principles even when they are unpopular. Whether you agree with her political views or not, one thing is for certain: Carrie is brave for standing by them. As for The View, This incident has once again brought attention to the role that the media plays in influencing public opinion. While talk shows like The View have the right to voice their opinions, the bigger question is whether they have gone too far in their approach, turning debates into personal attacks. What does that say about the state of our media today? Please share your ideas in the comments section below. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button. Do you believe that the media should be held responsible for promoting divisive speech, or is this simply a game? Register and activate the alert. Click bell for more hot stories. We will continue to keep you informed at every turn because this tale is far from over. Breaking stories and unfiltered,